Thin Mints. Okay, we're doing this.
Welcome to 100% Worse, everybody. The show that gets better every day. What do you think of the new theme I wrote?
Well, I mean, I was going to keep going.
Oh, I mean, I guess we could, but I only composed up to that far.
Oh, well, we're here. What do you think about this? I just kind of brainwave.
Okay.
I'm thinking we do that part again,
Okay.
but just do what you did again, and then I'll add a little dun 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 dun
Okay.
dun 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 dun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah.
Adding some harmony.
Pretty good.
I like that.
So that's your intro, and we'll let history be the judge of whether that was the right call. My intro...
Let history and Disney be the judge.
My intro was Thin Mints. Are they laminated?
Okay, that's a good intro. I don't... No. Wait, no?
If you liked Connor's intro, press 1 on your remote control. If you liked my intro... Of course you did. It's a good intro. Connor's right, though. This is 100% Worse, the show that gets better every day. Let's roll that intro.
Your best friends created the best show in the universe. And they took that show and made that show 100% worse.
Presenting Podcast Extravaganza 100% Worse. The show that gets better every day, photographically enhanced for a more pleasant viewing experience.
Do you think I can play like 15 seconds of Star Wars without getting struck down for copyright?
Because you can't play the actual audio. But
You're right.
we can
I'll
do
just
the
roll the
humming.
images.
We could do the... you'll roll 24 images every second.
I'll just do... Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll do a really, really terrible MIDI version of the Star Wars theme. I'm talking like back in early MIDI days, just chiptune.
Yeah, the very first synths. Just have 3 presets. It's saw square and horrible. Oh God, why? Okay, but we haven't even talked about our topic for this week.
Yeah, and I'm Graham Ganol, by the way.
I'm Connor Hughes.
And yeah, this is 100% Worse. So what's our... Well, the show that gets better every day, where every week on this show, we take some concept or object and we spend all of our efforts in making it better in some way, making its experience better for you, making your experience better, making this world better for you as a living human person.
Yeah. So what topic have we chosen to make the world better?
I've been thinking about this a lot, and I feel like a lot of the topics that we've done are big things, TV as a medium,
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Or the music scene, that's quite a big thing. Even pizza, there's a lot to it. I thought, what is the smallest, most seemingly insignificant thing that we can improve, that we can work on from the ground up?
Okay.
And what could be better than the humble paperclip?
Paperclip. Okay. Yeah. Let's make paperclips better. So, first we need to establish what paperclips do.
Kind of in the name, but I'm gonna go ahead and say they do more than clip paper. So I mean, obviously, if you have 2 slices of paper and you want to put them together as one, then they can cleave to one another with a paperclip.
They can cleave?
They can cleave.
Is that the
And
word
they
for
twain
it?
shall be one flesh. I don't know what's weird about this. That's how you stick paper together.
Okay, so they're used to hold paper together.
They clip paper.
Do they have any other uses?
Yeah. I mean, a paperclip is fun because it is a definite shape. You recognize it. That's my friend Clippy. But also you can...
Oh, so they help you navigate your windows.
Well, they don't help, but they're trying, and that's what's important. Real talk here, and maybe you guys can send us some tweets if you have any thoughts on this, but has Clippy ever actually helped? Or is he kind of the Labrador Retriever of software?
That's a good question.
Where he just kind of shows up and he's like, he's got a bucket on his head and he's running around the room in circles and he's like, I'm helping.
I see you're in the living room.
I see you live in the living room. I'm in the living room too.
No, I've never clicked on Clippy, never done anything. He's always just appeared.
He's just there.
Yeah.
He's always been with us.
In our dreams.
Some say that when we die, we will go and see Clippy again.
Heaven is full of people with very long paper clips.
In the Chinese tradition, heaven is a place full of people with very long paper clips. And they have stacks of paper in front of them, and they can't clip their own paper. But they can clip the paper of their neighbors.
It's true. But this also brings us to my first suggestion to how to make paper clips bigger.
Yeah.
Make them bigger. Jumbo. You've probably seen jumbo paper clips. You might have seen them maybe the size of your hand or maybe pretty big.
No, how big
like
can we go?
Big. Like big.
Okay, so
like CVS receipt kind of big.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
I don't think we needed to go to the furthest extreme all at once. But really, how big can you go with a paperclip? I mean, what is the edge of jumbo? You know, where you can make something so big but still have it be the thing that it is.
Well, it would have to morph uses.
Here's what I mean, just to give you some examples.
Okay.
If you can only make a fork so big before it's a pitchfork.
True.
You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's no longer a kind of a dinner fork at that point. You can only make a bowl so big before it's a pool.
Okay.
You can only make a person so big before he's John Cena. So there's kind of
da 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 da. Da, 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 da.
That's good. Did you write that?
Yeah, actually, yeah. It's our ending.
A little known fact is that Connor writes all the music for this show. So how big can you make a paper?
Can you make a paperclip? Well, realistically, you could only make it large as the paper itself, because once it starts getting too big, then the paper just kind of slides in. But hang on,
how big can you make paper?
That would still hold the paper, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You could slide the paper into a larger paperclip, but it would still hold the paper in place.
This thing might be the size of a flatbed trailer. But it's sure holding down that paper.
It would morph uses from, what is it?
Oh,
like
wait. Hang on.
13,
if you make it that big, is it still a paperclip or has it become a paperweight?
Oh.
See what I mean?
True.
Law of large sizes.
But no, there'd be a point when you could like wear it like fashion. It'd become like bling around a rapper's neck.
Okay.
And then you'd probably get to the size where you could use it as a battering ram.
Paperclip as a battering ram.
Yeah.
Would you straighten it out first? Because then it's just like a long, like...
Oh, sword.
A sword?
You can make it enough to become a sword. A pokey stick.
Actually, yeah, I feel like we should backtrack and say we're talking about paperclips in paperclip shape, and maybe to make it even more, restricted even more, possibly even say paperclips in the normal paperclip shape that we think of, which is kind of like a smashed snail, just kind of like a very thin, long snail.
Oh wow, that's descriptive.
But not because there's other types of
like,
paperclips, that have kind of like a butterfly shape to them.
Yeah. So we won't talk about like unraveling a paperclip to use it as a lockpick.
No, I feel like that's
to your sibling's room.
Sure,
because all suburban doors had that.
The
inside doors had the same little circle.
The lock that's just a hole in it.
Yeah, you could pick it with a bobby pin.
Yep, screwdriver.
Or a paperclip.
Yeah, absolutely.
Paperclips as bobby pins.
That
could be a fashion trend.
It could be. I mean, you could bend one a little, use it as a barrette. I feel like we're veering off topic. How big can you make?
True.
It's that age-old question. Can God make a paperclip so big that even he
cannot clip paper with it?
Well, that's ludicrous. What I was going to say
Oh,
is that
My
even he
apologies.
would still give it the love and care that he gives everything.
Huh.
Yeah, that's how the saying goes
Really?
about the rock.
I didn't know that.
And it's also the saying, could God make a rock so big, is about Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He did make a rock so big. The Rock is so big.
He's the Rock is really
He's such a big man.
He's pretty
He's a
big.
great big man. And Rock beats Paperclip.
So
But not paper.
Is our topic about rocks now?
Could it be rock? Hang on. Could it be rock? Sorry, talking about rock, paper, scissors now. Can it be rock, paper, paperclip? Because paperclip would beat paper, and then paper would beat rock. I guess rock would beat paperclip. We had paper and scissors, but we could, if we can turn rock into something else paper related, then paper, this is the dream world
paperweight?
for paperweight.
Paperweight?
You're right. No, because paperweight beats paper.
True.
What can paper beat that's related to paper?
What can paper beat that's related to paper?
What does paper beat?
I don't know.
Paper beats something.
It beats nothing.
Finger?
Paper
cut? You ever get a paper
Oh,
cut?
finger, yeah.
Paper?
But that's
could it
not
be
in
something
relation
that...
to paper.
No.
Staple?
No, staples. See, the thing is that everything beats
staples
paper.
are the fancy
And
paper clips.
realistically,
We
rock
used
beats
to have-
paper.
We used to have good paper clips. We used to have a fine, normal, average place with just, if you needed to put papers together, you just paper clip them. It was
Sure.
fine. It was fine. And then the government came along, the industries came along, and now we have
it
these
was the government.
staplers. And there are these technological innovations that are like, woo, with moving parts and slides and things, where it just puts this little... It punches a hole through your paper, so that already your paper's ruined. If you staple it, it's ruined. Okay? If you staple it, you can't remove that staple without having holes in your paper. So once you
Okay.
staple this piece of paper, it is there and it is done. And that is it. Paper clips, you can just take them off and paper's perfectly fine. But the concept is so wild to me that they could snap these paper clips in half, turn them into these little square thingies, and then shove them in a machine and be like, here, this is an invention. This is a new thing. Have fun. Pay us money. And you're like, what was wrong with the paper clip? But they don't care. They just want money.
Connor, did you try that Red Bull Frappuccino we were talking about?
No.
I think you're lying to me.
Maybe a little.
Maybe
a little of it.
No, I mean, you're right. Government took my paper. I don't know what to do with that. I guess I was thinking about other uses for paper clips. I feel like we're never gonna know how big we can make a paper clip. I don't know, maybe
Bigger than a truck.
bigger than a truck. And then just a lot of stapler nonsense. I remember when I was a kid. I don't know if you ever did this. We would take
Put staples up your nose?
no, not even a little bit of that. We would take paper clips and we would bend them in such a way that it's hard to describe without using visuals, but I'll do my best. So you would kind of unwind the paper clip partway, and then you would twist it around to where it formed kind of a kind of spring, and then you would put one end, just the very end of the paper clip, underneath the other end, and then you'd throw it at the ground, and then it would release and then spring back up. You ever do that?
Yeah.
Is that anything? On what scale can we do that? Maybe that should be the real question.
A new mode of transportation. Get one large enough.
Yeah, I was
Fold
kind of
it.
thinking of like prank doormats, So like it says
I'm
welcome, but then you step on it and actually you've just gone through, you've just like Looney Tunes just
Through it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. I
Yeah.
thought you were saying they fall through a hole and that was underneath the mat, and I was like, well, I don't see
yeah, they
paper clips
fall
come
through the
into play.
portable hole underneath the mat.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was one of the best Looney Tune bits, honestly.
portable hole,
Yeah.
definitely.
Just grabbed a hole and moved it. It was-
Yeah, I mean, what can I say? The the Looney Tunes were geniuses above and beyond their time. Let's go into that ad break that we've all been clamoring for. Let's do a little acapella to get us there.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just do a little beat, and then you give me a little melody over it. Let's go.
Sure thing.
Doom chicka 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 doom chicka. Sorry, we should have coordinated better. You're just left hanging like somebody who miscounts, like a choir member who miscounts the number of hallelujahs in the hallelujah chorus. You ever do that?
Yeah.
I sang the hallelujah chorus with my choir one year, and that was my fear. Just coming in, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Everybody cuts out one hallelujah. Actually, it's more. So if we're gonna do it properly, just to get the effect, it's kind of like hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
I don't know if that caught, but
very much that. Who's our first sponsor today?
Our first sponsor are Splinters.
I thought that the Turtles took care of Splinter.
Yeah.
But now
he's doing fine.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are more than one of them.
No, he just he wanted to call in, let us know that we're doing a good job.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Also, I just realized that Splinter is not the bad guy from Turtles. He's the rat.
No, I think there was a bad guy called Shredder.
Shredder.
Maybe?
Yeah. Wow. I feel like I've lost all my turtle cred.
Shredder.
I would sure hate to run
Stabber.
into.
Watch out for Stabber.
I would sure hate to run into Rob Paulson right now. Oh, egg all over my face. Egg on my face.
Egg on your face.
Egg on
all over your face.
Upon my face.
And that is what Splinter wanted.
That's exactly what Splinter.
That's why he paid us money.
Yeah.
No, but really, he was just giving out a PSA about, watch out for the turtles.
Watch out.
Don't run over any turtles in the street.
Yeah. Definitely don't.
Especially ones with little ninja stars and little bandanas.
So I've been thinking about it, and I know a lot of people. I mean, a lot. Like this subject has been done to death in comedy, but I feel like I know why the turtles wear masks. Obviously, there's the whole, why do they wear masks? They're clearly turtles. Yes, obviously. But if they didn't wear masks, you wouldn't know which one was which.
They all wore the same mask on the first iterations of the Ninja Turtles back in whenever they were first created.
And did anyone know which one was which? Oh my goodness, imagine 4 Raphaels.
That would be horrifying.
That would just be terrifying to watch. I guess you can tell by the weapons.
Yeah.
But if they're just doing hand to hand, or I don't know what they have. Do they have hands? They have hands like Yoda has hands.
Yeah, they've got claws.
So they're really tortoises, aren't they?
Yeah. Because tortoises have hands.
Yeah, but I mean tortoises have claws. I feel like turtles have flippers, right? Sea turtles have flippers.
Sea turtles have flippers.
So they're not sea turtles. We've ruled out sea turtles. We're getting closer
in the middle of New York, and
we're getting closer to
amongst the sewers
to uncovering the identity of the Ninja Turtles. Breaking news: they're not sea turtles. We're one step closer to the truth.
They hunt our criminals by popping out of the sewers and chasing them down.
Well, that's the thing about the Ninja Turtles. If they were sea turtles, they would just, their tactic would just be waiting and waiting. So they have all the time in the world. Maybe they are tortoises. Maybe they're those Galapagos tortoises that live for hundreds of years. So instead of running after you in the street, they just walk very slowly and they just wait for you to age until your bones are brittle. They come for you at night.
They've caught so many criminals like that. That's why they're so renowned, because they've caught so many criminals because they've existed for so long.
They do go 80 years between catching people. But when they do,
live forever.
Headlines. Yeah. Well, our second sponsor is Orange Soda.
Orange Soda. Why did Orange Soda sponsor?
Well, Orange Soda is sponsoring us because they wanted more people to know about Harvey Pekar. So if you don't know who Harvey Pekar is, ask your nearest Orange Soda.
Okay. So who's Harvey Picar?
I'm not an orange soda. Why are you
You're
asking
an
me?
orange soda spokesperson.
I am an orange soda spokesperson. Hang on, I just need to update my resume really quick. And submit. Okay. Just put in an application for a big law firm.
As an orange soda spokesperson.
Orange soda spokesperson. Yeah. Also, orange soda spokesperson is one of the most overlooked ska bands of the early 2000s. Then again, most
I've never heard of
most ska bands are overlooked.
Yeah. Unless you get in a video game, then.
And by video game, I assume you mean Tony Hawk Pro Skater, because
Yes.
that's about it.
Yeah. But no, orange soda's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'm glad
Orange
they sponsored
soda.
us.
It's pretty good.
Mhm.
And now a little bit of acapella to get us out of this ad break. This message brought to you by Orange Soda and Splinters. Well, before we get right back into it, I'm actually going to take a quick break. I just noticed that I got an email that I got to reply to. I think it's from that law firm. So I'm going to go. I think we had a guest, so why don't you go ahead and bring them in?
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
can-
just going to go.
I can introduce them. Okay, so we have a guest this week. Now, some people might shake their heads a little bit. Some people might not be too hip or about it. But concerning the topic, Paperclips, I thought it was probably good that we got Alex Jones on the show. Yes, the Alex Jones. Again, reserve judgment till the end of the interview. We're here to talk about Paperclips. Hello, Alex.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's so good to be here on your show. You know, I love doing podcasts. A lot of people will say, you know, it's a smaller medium, you know, but I find that you can really connect with your audience so much better. So,
Yeah.
an absolute pleasure to be here.
Wow, that's great. Thanks for coming on the show.
Of course.
We wanted to ask you a few
May I
things.
just say, you look stunning today.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, you don't look bad yourself.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so we're here to talk about Paperclips. And I thought because you kind of work a lot with paper, you kind of usually have a lot of papers on your desk and a lot of rummaging and stuff. How do you hold your papers together?
Yeah, for sure. And may I just say, very perceptive of you. You know, I really like that journalistic instinct. Yeah, so I do use a lot of paper clips in my day-to-day. I find that I just have, you know, so many papers, they get loose, they're all over my desk. I'll be honest with you, a lot of them are aesthetic. But when I do need to really organize my things, maybe at home, then I find I do use paper clips. Often I'll use color-coded paper clips so that I have just, it's just kind of a fun little scheme that I have going there. I like to keep things fun and interesting around the home.
Oh, that's really neat. I hadn't thought about that, using different paperclip colors to indicate different things. Like, oh, these are taxes, these are bills, that kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, there's obviously a lot of paperwork, you know, that comes from doing all of my shows and my various, you know, endeavors. So it is good to be organized. What about you? Do you use color coding in your?
I don't use color coding. I use regular paper clips, though.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
In my job, there's a lot of paperwork, so we usually use.
Yeah, definitely. And may I just say, very classic. You know, I can appreciate that for sure.
Thank you. Well,
yeah, absolutely.
you've been a pleasure.
Thank you.
We only had a small amount of time to bring you on.
For sure.
So I hope you don't feel cheated.
No, not at all. I think the government is turning frogs gay.
Oh.
Anyway, it's been a pleasure to be
okay,
on your show.
okay.
So thank you so much.
Yeah. No.
yeah.
Thanks.
No,
thanks
thank
for coming on.
you. No, thank you.
Oh, you're so nice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye. All right. Love you. Okay.
Have a good day. Okay. Well, that was Alex Jones, everyone.
Hey, I'm back. What did I miss?
Sorry. I just finished up the interview.
Who do we have?
Alex Jones.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. I
I've
contacted him because
heard things about
Paperclips.
Alex Jones.
Yeah, so he seemed like a nice dude, though.
Huh. Well, the more you know. So back to Paperclips. Yeah, talk about making Paperclips better. So what, well, actually, I think I've got an idea. So I kind of, is Paperclip one word or two?
Good question. It's two.
Is
Right?
it
It's
two?
two.
Is it a compound noun?
It's two words.
Paperclip.
Paperclip.
Yeah.
I don't think it's one.
No, I don't know.
Would it be
You know,
one?
people use it as one all the time, and I don't know.
No way it would be one.
No, I mean, no, right? That's crazy. That's crazy talk that it would be one. Yeah, that's bananas. Anyway, I was thinking, you know that guy who famously traded up from a red paperclip up and then got a house?
Yeah, I remember that story.
So, I mean, that that's been done. Like that guy, he did that.
Yeah, he did that.
He did that, and
What can he trade his house for?
And well, presumably another house or possibly a. I mean, what's more than a mansion?
Space station.
I think it goes house, mansion, space station, planet.
Planet, yeah.
Sorry, moon, planet, sun, and then like
God Emperor of the Galaxy.
I was gonna say venti Starbucks drink.
Oh. Makes sense.
Yeah. So if we've established kind of the value system of like paperclip equals house, I have a paperclip. Can I just
Get a house?
go
No.
straight? Like, no, could I just go straight from paperclip to house? Now that we know that that is possible, can we just cut out all of the many middlemen?
No. Unfortunately,
Or-
not.
Or yes, counterpoint, yes.
I fear you may have misunderstood that whole endeavor.
From what I understood, he kept trading items of equal value because why would anyone trade down? He just kept trading for items of equal value until he
See-
arrived at house.
he was trading up to items that were more valuable than what he had because he was also trading with his bartering skill.
So
he had a 18 plus in charisma and barter.
So if you look at it backwards, it's really
his
just
speech was pretty high.
it's just a back in reverse. It's just a sad story about people losing all their possessions.
Yep.
Beginning with somebody who becomes homeless because of this guy with a paperclip and some charisma.
Yep.
That guy gave a TED talk. What a monster! Should we be doing something about this?
Okay. Here's an idea.
Yeah.
Now this might not be so much for paper clips themselves, but more of like a practical application.
Okay.
So, you've got when you have a lot of papers
Mhm.
and they're paper clipped
Mhm.
and they're all over your desk. And
Yes.
there's a lot of them. Talking from experience because I do a lot of paper stuff at my
Yeah.
work job.
For sure.
Why don't we just have magnetic strips on like the wall or the desk or something? Because you could have paper out and it wouldn't do anything. It would just be a normal desk. You slap a paper clip on that bad boy, suddenly it doesn't move anymore. It's now it won't blow away. It won't like
You talking
get shuffled around. It'll be
Oh, so you're talking about just
magnetic.
putting magnetic strips. I mean, I can see it being a problem with electronics or credit cards or things like that if you happen to have
putting
those.
your laptop down
However,
the desk might.
however,
might-
now this is dangerously close to being a good idea. But I mean, what if you put like a magnetic strip on like the wall, like behind
Mhm.
your desk, so that you could just put up paperclip stuff, like how chefs do with knives?
Oh, like they do with knives and they'll ticketing. You know how they like clip a ticketing for like or the orders at like a restaurant.
Oh,
Because you know they do
sure.
with knives, but they also have that like line
yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
You can just kind of like paper clip it and stick it up on the wall.
Yeah,
You just
absolutely.
clunk, 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 clunk.
I mean, that's actually a really good idea.
That is actually
TM.
actually a pretty good idea.
TM.
We don't want to see anyone doing that.
I mean, ideally, we want to see a lot of people doing that
While seeing nobody actually doing that, because that's
with
our idea.
our product.
Yeah, that's our
Yeah.
product.
Can we get on Shark Tank? Can we
Can we make sure?
bring a roll of magnetic tape
Yeah.
to Shark Tank?
You have magnetic
I
tape.
do
don't
have
you?
a roll. I actually do have a roll of magnetic tape.
Yeah, I can see it over there. Why do you have a roll of magnetic tape?
I just knew that you were going to bring it up.
So you just kind of have
I just thought it would come in handy. You'll find that I have a lot of things that I just thought would come in handy, and then they mostly don't, but occasionally do.
Well, the thing is, magnetic tape at some point very well might come in handy.
Sure.
I don't know what purpose, but there's some purpose.
Yeah. It's hard to stay away from magnetic tape, you know? There's just a strange attraction.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Well, listen, I can't believe that I'm saying this already, but we're looking to just about wind down here.
Oh my word.
I mean, we're getting to the end of the
Oh,
show.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. I can't believe that Alex Jones took up so much of my normal time on the
Well,
show.
you were answering an email
It's fine. No, and
on this show.
the law firm
Like
is
you just left it running.
interested. It was
You
a
just-
law firm.
And yes, but you couldn't pause it. You couldn't. You were just like
No, I don't know.
why?
Maybe you and Alex
trying to-
Jones should start a show. You know?
I'll think about it.
Info bores. Because I'm sure it would be so boring.
It was kind of boring. Well, not that interview, but like you just walking away, like
I don't know what to
now
tell
you're
you.
checking your
you know?
phone.
I just my notes are on
No-
my phone.
No respect.
All right. I didn't realize this was our Rodney Dangerfield segment.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. So, Connor, why don't you introduce the last segment? I mean, this is your deal.
Okay. So this last bit, we're just simply gonna highlight things that we liked, that we may be encountered during the week, or maybe we just like in general, and things that we don't.
Yeah.
So things we do, things we don't.
I'm calling this segment "Recommend, Don't Recommend."
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
So,
That works.
what do you recommend?
What do I recommend? I recommend the Super Mega podcast. The podcast by the dudes from Super Mega. The
Okay.
YouTubers.
You say that like I understand.
Game Grumps.
Oh.
They work with Matt and Ryan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Matt and Ryan from Game Grumps.
Yeah, they're Super Mega. They have a podcast. It's,
Cool.
It's pretty funny.
Sounds funny. Check it out.
The other one that I kind of wanted to highlight real fast. I know I'm not supposed to do.
Oh,
two
I'm
of
sorry.
them.
So, recommend and don't recommend.
Okay.
Is the
okay.
name
Sure.
of this segment.
I won't touch about that. Just Super Mega podcast. It's really good.
Super Mega
Um,
podcast. All
The
right, we'll check it
second,
out.
the one I don't necessarily.
What do you not recommend?
And this is kind of sad, but The Girl in the Spider's Web. It's a movie. that
Oh,
just came
really?
out. Yeah.
Not a fan,
No.
or
it
you just
wasn't
don't
very
like
good.
spiders or girls?
No, it
Doesn't
was,
like girls.
I believe it was the sequel to Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Sure, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I didn't like this one.
Did not enjoy
it
it.
wasn't
Wasn't
very good.
not enough
So-
kicks. Were there
not enough roundhouse.
not enough
spin-
roundhouse
spin
kicks?
Not
I can
enough.
understand that. Well,
If you're looking to see a movie, I mean, The Grinch with Benedict Cumberbatch is out now. There's Overlord.
and
the
you would
J.J.
recommend.
Abrams
I mean, just
Nazi zombie
to be
movie.
clear, you would recommend The Grinch over The Girl in the Spider's Web.
Yes.
All right. Well, I recommend, and apologies / not apologies if I've recommended it before. I don't remember if I mentioned it on this show or not, but I highly recommend The Empty Bowl. It is a podcast with Dan Goubert from Serialously.net and Justin McElroy from Fricking Everything. Justin McElroy from such shows as My Brother and Me, The Adventure Zone, and Sawbones. And it is just a tranquil journey through the audio medium about cereal. Yeah, about breakfast cereal. So if you like breakfast cereal or just being calm and relaxed for about 20 minutes every other week, definitely check out The Empty Bowl. And also check out Serialously.net, which you can easily find by Googling cereal website or cereal blog, because I guarantee that's easier than typing it out.
I believe you've You've had a bit on that, right?
I have. I actually have some work on serialously.net. I've got three poems on there. So probably if you just go on to serialously.net and search for poems, you can find my work there. But yeah, Dan Goubert is a great guy. His site is great, and his podcast is wonderful. I highly recommend listening to it while you eat a bowl of cereal at home.
For anyone who, pardon me. For anyone who hasn't figured out yet, Graham is a cereal enthusiast.
Yeah, definitely.
He's got 4 boxes of cereal behind him right now.
Well, actually, 3 of these boxes are empty. I'm just collecting them.
Oh, you already finished them?
I mean,
Wow.
yeah, they're the Halloween cereals.
Wow, that's
They're the,
it's pretty impressive.
I mean, it's the Boo Berry, the Count Chocula, and the Frankenberry.
Mhm.
You know, the trifecta.
You notice how they went Boo Berry for
Mhm.
Blueberry? Then they went Count Chocula.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. And then they went
Frankenberry.
Frankenberry for Frankenstein.
I gotta be honest,
Or couldn't do anything else
not
with
the
it.
best name. You know, I feel like they could have done better.
They already had Berry.
Even
with Blueberry.
Flavorstein would have been something, you know?
Flavorstein.
It's not
Could've been
awful. Anyway, getting a little off track. What I don't recommend is dyscalculia, which is like dyslexia, but instead it's what happens with some people when we look at numbers or strings of numbers and we just get them flipped around. This happens to me frequently.
You say you don't recommend it, but it's not like anyone can just.
Well,
Oh,
I don't recommend
I guess let's
it.
go do dyscalculi today.
I don't. Dyscalcula. Probably another good name for a cereal. No, dyscalculia. Yeah, don't recommend it. I showed up for a work meeting today that was next week because I'd been reading the number wrong on 3 different
Oh.
forms for the past
Oh.
week. Yeah. Don't recommend it. If you can stay away from dyscalculia, don't have it. Dyscalculia. Don't have it.
That was our 3rd secret sponsor for the show.
Yeah.
In case if you guys didn't know, we have a secret sponsor every episode. So go back and listen through and try to find the secret
Sure.
sponsors.
Find the coded message that tells you what our other sponsor is. Wow. Well, hey, with that, we come to the end of the show. So we're we're closing up here. In case you didn't recognize that very obscure reference, that's probably a good thing. It's from a very
That's
old
a very good thing. Don't
very
worry
old
about it.
podcast that we did that has been lost to history. Listen, I'd like to thank Kenny Childers for doing our opening monologue. Kills it week after week after week. And I would like to thank you, the listener. I would like to ask you to send any emails that you might have about anything, any questions or comments or recommendations for topics, or even answers to the question, what shape should a paperclip be? To hundo@turboteenmovie.com. That's hundo, H-U...
There you go.
N-D-O. H-U-N-D-O at turboteenmovie.com.
If sending emails are too long for you, you can send us a tweet at 100% worse.
That's the number 100, the words percent and worse.
You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at 100% worse.
That's the number 100, the words percent and worse. Oh, nice harmony.
So connect with us there. We
Yeah.
do posts every once in a while on Instagram. We do have a Facebook. You can message
sure.
us.
You can find this podcast pretty much anywhere podcasts are found. So, like, Spotify, Stitch, or whatever. I would assume the
Presumably.
majority
However, you're listening to it now.
to it now, yes. But my point being that if you are listening on Apple Podcasts, we would ask you on bended knee to go ahead and which way is the knee bending? Should you be concerned?
Oh.
You don't know.
Bending upwards.
Well, you didn't have to do the Foley.
Please review our podcast.
We broke our knee. Don't you feel bad that you haven't reviewed our podcast? The old guilt tactics works every time. Now, we would ask that you write a review, leave us a whatever star rating. Obviously, 5 is ideal, but we're not picky as long as it's 5. So, thanks so much. And also, please share this show with a friend. just, shout it from the rooftops, or even just hit them up on Messenger, late at night, like, you up? Want to listen to a podcast together? They'll be like, that sounds dope. And then preferably if it's our podcast as well. That would be, that would just be ideal. That would be choice.
But again, thanks for listening, everyone.
Thanks for listening. Everyone.
Yeah, everyone in the world.
Everybody.
This is getting beamed out to everyone right now.
For sure. Listen.
It's in your mind hole.
Mind hole? We don't have time to unpack this. I've been Graham Ganol.
I've been Connor Hughes.
This has been 100% worse.
Eat your pizza right out of your pockets.
And they took that show and made that show 100% worse.